Since I have my camera on, we have to do our TFT pickems because I can't exactly pick my nose in front of you all. So we're gonna start off top to bottom. We're gonna go through all of these, and if you guys want to know my picks, this is what they're gonna be. So Crystal Ball, this one is, are you the god of predictions? Choose which players will be in the top 3 in the Runeterra Reforged Championship at the end of the event. This is gonna be hard because TFT is so rough. If I were to pick the best league team, if I were to pick the best basketball team, I think it'd be a lot easier. TFT is kind of tough. Like if you look at poker, there's so few people who like keep winning. Like yeah, they keep doing well, but keep winning, that's like a very hard thing to do. I'm gonna try my best. So definitely someone from China is gonna be at the top. Like I don't know who though. I recognize the name of Hong Lian. I don't really recognize anyone else from China. Wait, there's so many people from China. There are like 6 Chinese competitors. Holy cow, that is going to be a lot. I'm actually gonna go with an unknown. Let's go with Ace in the, I don't know if they're gonna win them. I actually think NA is gonna win. I got my money on Kurum because I think Kurum, he's rising up and he had a lot of time to prepare on the new patch because that's the one that Worlds is gonna be played on. I actually think North America is gonna do pretty badly. Pretty much any region who was playing their regional finals on the previous patch just has like a innate disadvantage, right? I forget exactly which regions those were, but I know North America for sure. But Kurum qualified from the mid set, so I'm guessing he was preparing more for this. If I had to put my money on something, let's look at something else, because I do think NA and China are the 2 best regions. Kind of depends which. Probably China is going to be a little longer. I am a bit biased, keep that in mind too, but I think NA has the best players, but I think China has more of the best players, if that makes sense. But some may argue that the best NA people did not make it through. That is up for debate because I still think everyone who made it, regardless of your region, is going to be very, very good. Who's going to take the 3rd spot? So 3rd best region, it's going to be tough. I don't know. It's so hard to predict TFT. I recognize some of these names too. Wet Jungler, Voltairix, Tamura. I'm actually gonna go with someone, I think Brazil. Like, I think they've been impressing. They normally do well in these types of games too, I've noticed. Like, they've been surprising in the last Worlds from what I remember. Who to go with though? I'm gonna go with Ego Illusions. Let's put it up because he's the one with the photo up. Actually, no. Photos, I don't think do as well as non-photos in previous years. Unfortunately, all the Brazilian people that I see all have photos. Maybe we gotta go with someone else. I'll go with, screw it. We'll just do this one. Who's gonna win? I'll put my money on Kurum, I guess, for now, but we'll save changes here. So next up, we have the top 8. This is gonna be the group stage. Who's gonna make it through there? So during days 1 and 2, 32 players will play, but only 8 will make it to day 3. That's really tough. But we got to go with our picks from before because I'm all or nothing type of players. We got this guy, we got this guy. Whoops. And we have, who was it again? It was Ace. Okay, they're probably not going to go in positions 1 and 4 though. I bet 2 of them go like 5th and 8th. I'm guessing it's going to be China. Bobei's pretty good too from what I know. Now, let's add some Chinese people in there. There's gonna be one person from one of the, C's in this World Championship now. So C hasn't really played in them before, I think. Is this their first one? We gotta add some players from there. They definitely probably have some good players because they have like really populated servers from what I remember. And because of that, it must breed some sort of good players from that. And then we gotta get someone from Europe. I'm gonna drop this person in for now. That's really tough though. 3 Chinese players getting in, I kind of believe it because there are 6 Chinese players in the World Championship and China is always the one that like people follow a lot. So I'm gonna go ahead and lock these in right now. Go on into regional rankings. Who do you think will be the best region? Okay, well, how do they define this? It's gonna be the average total points of the players. So it's gonna be the number of points you get divided by the number of players. So you can't have any duds on the team. That's gonna be hard though, because obviously all the players are good. I honestly think NA is going to be towards the top though. Maybe China number 1, NA at the top. EU's sending some pretty good players. I think their player base is like pretty good right now. I'll put them up here. I actually don't like Korea that much. People call me crazy for that. A lot of people think Korea is like the best region at every video game, but I don't think they're the best at TFT. So, okay, no offense, Oceanic. I think they're going to be dropping a little bit. Same with Japan. I don't know which one's at the bottom though. It's really tough because obviously everyone's good, right? I think it might look something like this. Maybe like this. That one's tough. All right, we'll lock that one in. We could always change these later, and it's really hard because it's TFT, right? Anything can happen. But If I were to put money on stuff, which I wouldn't, but if I had to, maybe something like that. All right, what will be the most played portals? So there's the way to sweat this, which is like knowing how often each one shows up, because I don't think they all show up at the same time. Definitely not the sump. We could already put that one out. University, maybe. Yumi Zoom Zone, no. Valar's Hollow. Ooh, if people are playing Earth, they're gonna want the Dreaming Pool. It's just gonna be all the Earth ones then. So Dreaming Pool, Godwillow's Grove, because it just like really bumps things up. And then I don't think there are gonna be many Ezreal players for Ecliptic Vaults. Sorry, I mixed up Glass Industries and Vaults before. Ezreal's good on Glass. The last one might be something with Prismatic. I was thinking Jace or University, but I think one of them shows up less than the other one. I just realized I switched these two. It's not Dreaming Pool. I mixed up the Ionia's ones as well. I think the last one's probably gonna be Scuttle Puddle or something like that, right? Did they remove it? Where is Scuttle Puddle? Oh, it is disabled right now, so it can't be that one. That would be what I put my money on. Let's just stick with the University. I think it shows up more than the Jace's Workshop, so let's lock these in. People always go for Prismatic, so I think that one's actually has some merit. All right, now onto Legends. What will be the most picked Legends? Earth, I think for sure. Everyone's playing Earth nowadays. After that, it's gonna be pretty tricky. There are a lot of Ezreal players I've been seeing. Maybe Poro. Poro was popular a couple patches ago. TF maybe? Ah, that's hard. I actually don't know what the other regions are like really playing. If I had to guess, probably something like these three though. Maybe not Poro, Maybe people go for something like, we'll put Poro in. The other ones, it's either Poro or Ezreal or Caitlyn, right? I don't really think it's gonna be like that big of a difference. We'll lock these in too. Go on to the next one, Silver. What's gonna be the most picked Silver augment? Doesn't it have to be one of the Legend augments then? Who did we pick? It's branching out? Maybe not branching out. I guess it's like, you know what? I have a good way to approach this. I'm gonna go ahead and data check and see what the most played augments are. So I'm gonna go to Silver augments, go to total games, and it's Pandora's Bench apparently. Really? That one is that picked? I don't think it's that good though. We gotta go with that though, right? Like they can't not be that when it's this skewed. After that, it's gonna be Pandora's Items and then Healing Orbs, but these are all really close. I think it's gonna be Pandora's Bench for sure, then probably two of the Legend augments. So it's gonna be this, and then we're gonna have maybe Branching Out, and then actually Branching Out, no one's gonna pick that, right? That one's so risky. We'll have to see. What was the third one? Pandora's Items. All right, we'll drop in Pandora's Items. That one I think is gonna be above it. So we'll go ahead and drop that one in here, and then we'll move this one to third. All right, we'll save changes there, go back a bit, and then Gold Augment, we're gonna do the same data check, switch this over here. Final Grab Bag, Healing Orbs, Return on Investment. Are these really that popular? I guess they show up so often sometimes, so it isn't necessarily the power level of some of these augments, it's just like how often they show up, because some of the good ones are kind of tailored, right? So apparently Final Grab Bag is the way to go though, so we'll go for that one. Next one up is gonna be probably, apparently Healing Orbs. And then we're gonna drop in Ancient Archives. So we'll do Ancient Archives number 1. We're gonna do Final Grab Bag. Let's look at that one over here. And then last one, what did we say the last one was? Healing Orbs? Okay, we'll do that one. I don't think that one's actually that good though, but maybe because like there aren't that many good options sometimes, maybe people just default into it, so that could be a good idea. That's what the data says at least. All right, let's go into the next one. We have Prismatics. We're gonna do the same exact thing. Gonna go to Prismatic, sort by most games. We have Earth's Grab Bag, Tactician's Tools, Golden Ticket. Ooh, I'm betting Golden Ticket plus one of the Prismatics. So we're gonna do Ancient Archives 2 at the top. We're gonna be doing, let's say, Golden Ticket, because I think that one is gonna, like, there's gonna be a lot of reroll, I'm guessing. And then what was the last one? Giant Grab Bag? No, it was Earth's Grab Bag. Okay, so let's look for that one here. Earth's Grab Bag gonna be at the bottom. And then that's how you pick the augments, I guess. So you know how people data check augments during the game? I'm checking them for my pickems. That's how like serious I am about this. Stage 7 games, how many will get to stage 7? How many games are there gonna be? Okay, we need to find that out first. Apparently there are gonna be 18 rounds. All right, so it doesn't reach stage 7 all the time, but I think most of the time it does, right? Maybe 8 to 11. I should be able to data check this, but I don't know. Let's do 12 to 15. We'll save changes there. Actually, yeah, let's do that one. Onto longest game, 16 games. So if I play 16 games right now, what's gonna be my longest game? It might just be like 7-2. It's definitely not 7-5 or 7-6. That's never happened to me. So 7-2 latest, 7-1 or 7-2, I think. And we'll go with 7-2. Some people might FF and stuff too. All right, shortest game. What is my shortest game? Let's go with 6-3. That's a pretty good height, right? And then after that, we have 3-star legendaries. There's gonna be at least one, right? They're gonna rig the RNG so that it happens at least once, right? I'm only kidding, of course. But are there gonna be 2? I think just one. I think just one. All right, and then last one we have is 3-star epics. Oh, this one's really tough. There are probably gonna be a bunch of them, maybe 6 to 8. You know what? We could data check this. So I'm gonna go to 5 cost first. So we have like 3-star rate. They're all really, really low. So if we summed all this up, probably be like very low percentage. All right, let's go to 4 cost. That one's gonna be too hard to predict. 4 cost, we have whatever the sum of this is. I see around like 27%. 27% plus all the play rate. I'm too lazy to do the math, honestly. Let's just go with 3 to 5. Yeah, 6 to 8 because the players are a little bit better than normal people. All right, and then we'll go on to the next one, which is max health. What is the maximum health on a win counting all games played during the event? Definitely gonna be 91 or more, I bet. Yeah, for sure. They should have one for 100 or something. Maybe that'd be fun. Minimum health, 1 to 5, 6 to 10, 11 to 15. It's definitely one of these, not the other ones, because like they're really close matches all the time. I'm gonna go with 1 to 5. We'll do that one there. I bet that's the most popular one. All right, that's gonna be our pick'ems. Let's see what other people picked before we end this. We actually can't check, but on the rankings, they'll be updated. And there's also going to be the grand finals and the legend of the winner and the region of the winner. But obviously, really tough to predict a lot of these. These are pretty much just like straight up gambling, in my opinion. This whole thing is gambling. Like, I don't know what's more gambling, the strategy picks or the player picks. What do you guys think? Because it's so hard to predict who's going to win in TFT. And all the players are really good. And honestly, no one has time to scout every single region to know truly who the best players are in each region. That's gonna take way too long. But hopefully this gives some people some ideas of like who I'm kind of thinking right now. It's a little biased, don't get me wrong. Like people are gonna yell at me for saying NA is gonna be the second best team at Worlds, but I think NA is like one of the best regions because I think all the good players come to NA to play. No one goes to like Europe. No one creates like a second account on Europe to like play there, right? But all the good players around the world, they all come to NA. And China is obviously just huge population and they always have some of the best players in the world in their country. So it's definitely NA and China in 1 and 2. The rest, it's kind of hard. I kind of did it similarly to like region size, kind of, but obviously they're only going to take the average scores of the players in that region. It's really tough to say, but those are going to be my picks. Hopefully you guys choose the pick'ems too. I'll leave a link, or I'll try to remember to leave a link down in the description below in case you all want to do your own. But yeah, hopefully this should be a fun time if you all are watching.